Full disclosure, I'm not a Stranger Things fan. Honestly, for the amount of time it's taken for them to get here, I'm surprised anyone is. Listen, I'm not mad because the final season was a tough watch, and the finale was just not good at all in any way. No, I'm mad because you sirs are some goddamn liars. But we'll get to that. First, I want to talk about the things I liked and the things I didn't in regards to Stranger Things 5, the final season. Starting with the things I do like. Nothing. At all. Here's the things I don't like. The acting. I'm going to stick to the main kids, or grown-ass adults at this point, and not go too hard on the younger ones that were just introduced this season. I unironically think that the actress that plays Holly is a better actor than Noah Schnapp. Here's a list of the ones I think did a great job this season. The actors who played Dustin, Max, and... Fuck, is that it? This is gonna be a long video. Watch this scene of Finn Wolfhard attempting to act. It's great, you'll love it.
You have to get out of there! You have to get out!
None of this will ever end.
Please don't do this. Please don't do this.
And this wasn't the only moment. Look at Will's coming out scene.
I haven't told any of you this because I don't want you to see me differently.
Enough said. And look at this guy. He doesn't give a fuck. Millie Bobby Brown Hole literally had one facial expression this entire season. Take a look.
Millie Bobby Brown is currently going viral after people noticed she was making the same exact face in almost every scene of the Volume 2 episodes of Stranger Things Season 5. And it's not even an exaggeration, it's literally almost every single scene. I went back and watched some of the episodes of Volume 2, and yeah, it was literally almost every scene, and it is now like just so noticeable every single time. Now, I'm not 100% sure if she's just, making that face in every scene on purpose, or that's just how her face is now. Maybe she got some work done or something like that, and her face is just always like that. But it is definitely very interesting to say the least. Once again, whether it is on purpose or, intentional, it is just very, clear as day. I can't believe I didn't see it before everyone started to point it out.
It's crazy. Everyone involved seems so done with this shit. But what do you expect when you take 10 years to complete a series? Honestly, I'd be ready to move on too. I honestly hope that's the case because with the performances this season, I don't see many of these actors getting, acting jobs. No, I take that back. I do see most of them getting at least one role because of how successful this franchise was and is. But after that, yeah, but it's straight to McDonald's. I also didn't like how short a lot of these episodes were, with the last season having several feature-length episodes and really giving you time to flesh out the story and the villain. And wasn't the last season an episode longer? Yep, 9 episodes. It's almost like they didn't take this season serious at all. Despite the Duffers acknowledging how important it was to really wrap this story up in a satisfying way. And for all you Stranger Things fanboys claiming to be satisfied, you're lying. Just like your girl. Speaking of lying, don't think I forgot about you. Your time will come. The first half of the season wasn't the worst piece of television I've ever seen. Extremely watchable, and at some points actually enjoyable. With the mid-season finale being quite good. Will getting his powers was actually kind of interesting and had me excited to see what would come next. What would come next? Nothing. At all. He quite literally did next to nothing with his newfound powers. He tapped into the hive mind a few times and definitely did hurt Vecna on a few occasions. I don't know what I was expecting. I just was expecting more, I guess. I don't know. Speaking of the hive mind, bro should have died. When Vecna and the Mind Flayer were destroyed, he should have died as well. Imagine this. They start beating the dog shit out of Vecna and the Mind Flayer, and I mean absolutely destroying this Avengers level threat with slingshots and flares. That's so stupid. And all of a sudden, Will starts going, "Oh, no, my God, that hurts, stop." And his friends realize that if they kill Vecna and the Mind Flayer, they would ultimately be killing Will as well, leading to a major final fight conflict in which Eleven has to decide between killing them and saving Will, ultimately making the decision to sacrifice Will for the good of the world, which would make his story even more tragic knowing that from season 1 on he was destined to die. Which would also improve the coming out scene a little bit because unknowingly it would have been the last time for him to be completely honest with his friends. Also turning the most criticized scene into a masterpiece. A terribly acted masterpiece, but a masterpiece. Now let's get back to the final fight. What the fuck were you thinking? Seriously, these plucky young kids were able to stop an Avengers-level threat with a slingshot and flares. There's no way to convince me that this season wasn't part of some blood pact to satisfy your dark overlords. You sick fucks. We now know that they started filming this season without actually having a script for the final episode, but come on, man. Do better. Let's get to the lies. This season is gonna be a bloodbath. Brother, this was one of the most tame pieces of television I ever did see. I mean, there were a few bloody moments, but not a single important character died or was severely injured. If you lie, you are a liar. This is gonna be a dark Christmas. My Christmas was shit. No thanks to you. Again, when you say things like this, you're putting unnecessary pressure on yourself that just didn't need to be there. Typically, the saying is under-promise and over-deliver. This is an example of doing the exact opposite, where you over-promised and drastically under-delivered. We can't trust you, lil bro. The worst part is, when asked about the problems and plot holes of this season, and this is where I'm gonna get mad, they basically said this. When asked why were there no Demodogs, Demogorgons, or Demobats, they said Vecna wasn't expecting an attack on his home turf. Lil bro, that's not gonna fly. Vecna and the Mind Flayer have been constantly and consistently thwarted by this ragtag team of misfits, and it's gotta be at least 5 times now. Motherfucker, I ain't buying it. If I'm Vecna, I'm building a wall so high you're gonna have to turn that shit upside down in order to find it. With 999 Demogorgons, Demodogs, Demobats, and 1 Doug Demodome guarding that shit. Guys, there's a lot more, and some other YouTuber with a lot more patience than me has probably already made a video about it, so go watch that. I'm out. If you made it this far, thank you guys so much for watching. This is only our second video, so it would be very helpful if you guys could leave a like and subscribe. I will see you next time. Peace.